everyone, thanks again for joining me on my life on a hill. My name is Tracy. If you saw the previous video, I showed how I made my version of my pom-pom, which shouldn't be any different than any other version. Um, and today I'm going to incorporate my pom-poms in a centerpiece. Now you know that I like to recycle, and I have a raisin covered milk chocolate container here that I'm going to use for my centerpiece. Now go ahead and make sure you tear off any sticker that's on your container. Today's material we're going to use again is my rhinestone. I have the foam, my container. Then I used already to make my pom-poms the floral wire, and I cut it with my wire cutter, and of course my glue gun and my glue stick. And what I'm going to do is start by, we're going to want this up in the top right here. We don't want it all the way on the bottom because you don't want to see it through the rhinestone, and it doesn't have to be all the way around, because we're going to poke it inside here. So what I'm going to do before I do that is try to get these tape off, which is so difficult. Okay. Another way you could do this, if you don't have time to dig and dig and dig, is to use foil. Okay, so let's see if this will cover it up. Yeah, so whatever is not covered up, we could go ahead at the end and we can cover it up. So we're going to use the joining right here to continue that, but we'll use this right here because let's see how much will I need. So I went ahead and pre-cut. Now before we go ahead and start putting in our paper flowers, we're going to go ahead and cut around. Or if you want, just tuck it in. If it's not too big enough that it's not too fat that it's going to be clumsy when you tuck it in, just tuck it in. And honestly, that really makes the rhinestone stand out more with the foil in the background. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and take our pom-pom that we made and start poking them in. Okay, I'm finished. This is basically what you have. Again, if you wanted, you could use a more classier container, a glass, but I just recycled a container that we had raisin nuts in, and I took the rhinestone and just put it around it for a little bit of glamour. Now don't forget to wash out the inside of your container, these before you put the foam in there. And if for some reason you have a thicker rhinestone, band, then you could cover the whole container, but I didn't, so I used that. If you want to, then you could put a nice bow down here. But it's up to you. I like it like that. My son's school this week has it where you give a teacher a gift. Like today it's anything to do with an apple, tomorrow it's anything to do with flowers, a picture of flower, real flowers, fruit flowers. And since I did this show, I'm going to let this be for one of my son's teacher, and then we'll figure out what we have done for the next one. So anyways, thanks again for joining me on My Life on a Hill. Just another simple craft that you can make either the same way or more elegant. Again, I try to do the basic that I possibly can for people with a budget and people that don't have a budget, that have a, I should say, have a larger budget, and they could take it up a notch with glass and probably even real flowers. So anyways, thanks again, and you have a wonderful day.